and members. My name is Bernard Kitur. I'm the Member of Parliament for Nandi Hills constituency. And in this regard, Honorable Chair, I come in as not only representative of the people, but also a parent. And with me is, maybe he can just introduce himself, and then I'll take through the proposal that we have, Chair.
Yes. On a point of information, you will not be presenting as a representative of the people of Nandi Hills, you're representing as an individual, because you'll have a chance to represent them when you're debating this matter at the House. So I think you need to correct that. You're making this presentation as yourself.
Thank you very much, Chair, for that correction. Yes, I'm making this presentation as an individual. Thank you. A proposal.
Honorable Chair, I'm Dr. Geoffrey Kiprop. I'll be presenting this presentation together with Honorable Bernard Kitur.
Chair, I wish to propose in the Finance Bill 2025 an introduction of a health promotion levy in the soft drinks in the Kenyan industry. Just in an introduction, Honorable Chair, there is an increasing consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages.
I was wondering if Coca-Cola are here, and I've seen them at the back. They're busy taking a photo of the presentation.
Yes, actually, I had a very nice conversation earlier on, so I'm sure this will also interest them by being here. So there's the increasing consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages in Kenya has contributed significantly to rising cases of obesity, diabetes, and other non-communicable diseases. To mitigate this public health crisis, we propose the introduction of the Health Promotion Levy in the soft drinks industry. This levy aims to reduce sugar consumption, to encourage healthier product formulation, and equally to generate revenue to support public health programs. The objectives of the levy that I am proposing is one, on health improvement, to reduce sugar consumption by discouraging production and purchase of high sugar soft drinks. Perhaps on this, Honorable Chair, I'll just give a minute or two to my colleague here to just maybe buttress it to you why this is justified as to why we want to propose this levy, this health promotion levy, particularly on matters of health of both Kenyans and our own children. Dr.
Yeah, Chair and honorable members, allow me to paint a picture of how we are health-wise in the last 5 years. According to a study done in 2022, 45% of women and 19% of men are either obese or overweight. That is borderline half of the gender population. This has increased from 33% in 2014 to 45% in 2022. Equally, children are not left behind. 4% of children now are overweight, with 13% in adolescent. If we look historically, in 1969, we were consuming 35.5 grams of sugar. In 2009, we were consuming 60 grams per day, and this is per day. As of 2025, we are doing between 60 to 65. The WHO recommendation is at 50. So it means currently we are overdoing. Let me now redraw this. An average person in Kenya drinks per year around 25 kgs of a sack, you can imagine. So if you are a married couple, you're doing like you and your husband or your wife, you're doing 50 kgs. This now informs the statistic I just read, where we have around 3.1% of the population being diabetic. And this is projected to go up to 7% in the next 5 years if nothing is done. So maybe it can continue, then I'll continue there.
Yeah, that was just painting a picture, Honorable Chair, on this high consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages. Most of this, the contribution is actually around processed sugar being used in products. The second objective of this levy is the industry reformulation. We want them to encourage manufacturers to lower the sugar content in their products. And we will be able to demonstrate that in several other countries who have been able to implement the Health Promotion Levy, in fact, one of them being South Africa, literally all the companies then have been able to reformulate their products. And I'll take even a case scenario. So sometimes when you take some drinks, those of us that have traveled, you go to other countries, you find that the drinks they take, the soft drinks they take there, the same brand, and what you take here tastes totally different. Sometimes even in the future, because you just wanted to start with the sugar-sweetened beverages, you will even not sometimes some confectionaries. When you have them out there, the tastes have got not too much sugar than as is in the same brands that are sold locally. The third objective is revenue generation. We wish to raise funds to support public health campaigns, probably school nutrition programs, and healthcare infrastructure. Lastly, we want to bring consumer awareness, where we want to promote healthier beverage choices and public education on health risks of excess sugar consumption. In that regard, therefore, Honorable Chair, we want to propose a tax structure that will be subject, of course, to a discussion between yourselves as the committee and, of course, the industry players. We wish to propose that a levy be applied to manufacturers and importers of sugar-sweetened beverages as follows. The base be set. Of course, we didn't come arbitrarily with this figure as captured. We have been able to study several countries, which I'll be able to highlight some of these countries that have actually implemented this, and we saw the lowest of them all was actually doing 4 grams per 100 ml as exempted from this tax. Therefore, anything above the 4 grams, we propose that for the local manufacturers, the beverage should to attract a rate of 1 shilling per gram of 100 ml above the set base. For the imported beverages, it be 2 shillings per gram of 100 ml beyond the set base. Honorable Chair, we will also propose some exemptions to this, that for those fruit juices that are 100% produced, that they are the natural juices, they have no added sugar, that they be exempted. Equally, the dairy-based beverages containing at least 75% of milk content be equally exempted. As well, any of these beverages that are produced locally and they are meant for export, those ones also be subject to exemption. In our view, we wish that in the implementation of this be done by Kenya Revenue Authority to administer the collection of the levy, while the verification of the contents to be done by Kenya Bureau of Standards. As naturally has been, most of the products that are imported or done locally, we always give them to Kenya Bureau of Standards to be able to certify the contents therein. As I said earlier, the funds to be raised, we hope, should be used in the school feeding programs and public health awareness campaigns, subsidies for health beverage alternatives, and as well to support diabetes and non-communicable diseases prevention programs. What should be the impact then that we should expect, Honorable Chair, out of this is, one, there will be reduction in sugar consumption and obesity-related diseases. Increased innovation in the beverage industry towards healthier alternatives, as I've indicated, and perhaps also we will be able to submit research that was done by several of these countries that were able to implement this, and they were able to do a study of the improvements that have happened and how the industries were able then to innovate themselves and be able to produce products that are within the ranges of not utilizing too much processed sugar, which in a way, of course, affect the public. Finally, we expect that there will be strengthened public health initiatives through dedicated funding. I want to conclude by saying that introduction of this health promotion levy will significantly contribute to improving the health of Kenyans while promoting responsible industry practices. We urge, well, that is the other thing. I just wanted to mention also, Chair, that this is not an exception, Chair. Just to mention a few countries that have been able to implement this, and I think as Kenya, we've been left behind. We need to have this conversation. Countries like USA, Bermuda, Mexico, Dominica, Barbados, Panama, Ecuador, Peru, Chile. In Africa, we have Morocco. I know Mauritius have tried a bit, Seychelles and South Africa, which South Africa was one of the benchmarks that we really wanted to use. In Europe, we have countries like Norway, Finland, UK, Ireland, Belgium, France, Hungary, Spain, Portugal, Middle East, several countries, and Western Pacific.